Hello, Jared Heaven's messenger here. I hope everyone is well and feeling blessed. For those who are new to this YouTube channel, and again, if you haven't already subscribed, I would encourage you to please do so. For those of you who are interested to also know more about me, go to my website, Jared Heaven's Messenger, check it out. Hit the author section. You can get a direct link to order my book, which still has a 5-star review on Amazon International. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. So for many of you who don't know exactly what I do, I'm going to give you a rundown. I don't like to limit myself to terms, to words. What I do is it's not work. It's who I am. It's what I do. It's what I'm about. It's what my mission is. It certainly, helps to pay the bills. It's how I feed my 5 kids and put clothes on their back. Okay, but I could do a lot of other things to make a lot more money. This is my mission to help people, to make a difference, to spread God's word, spread God's love, to try to help and heal and make this world a better place, and to fight evil, to destroy evil wherever we find it, wherever I find it. So some people, I came up with the term "heaven's messenger." I'm not a prophet by any sense of the word. I'm just a regular guy doing the best that he can with the gift that God gave him. But I chose that word because I am a messenger. I don't speak on behalf of God. Like I said, I'm not a prophet. Okay, but I speak words that do come from above. Okay, and I get visions and I spread those visions. So the term heaven's messenger kind of encompasses a little bit of everything of who I am and what I do. But in essence, I become a vessel. I become a vessel for God, for heaven. And being a vessel allows me to do all the different things that I do. And what are those different things, you ask? Well, my main occupation, so to speak, the thing that I would probably do the most, and I'm perhaps most well known for, not just where I am in Canada and in North America, but in over 70 countries in the world, would be my exorcisms. My role, so to speak, if I wear many hats, my hat is an exorcist, killing demons, liberating people from the demons that have occupied their bodies. Okay. Now, along with doing exorcisms, I also remove what's called demonic attachments. And in another video, I will briefly describe the difference between someone who's possessed and an attachment. But you can imagine an attachment as a demon that couldn't get inside, but was able to simply latch on to the person, kind of like a bloodsucker, or someone who's in a lagoon, and you have those black, little bloodsuckers. Okay, so I remove those as well. I am a shaman. Okay, I'm not a specialist in plants and herbs. I do know about several plants and herbs and foods that can help people heal themselves. Okay, to fight off diseases and sickness. Yes, but my specialty is, there are 7 levels of shamanism in most cultures, and a shaman is basically just a medicine person, a medicine man or woman in each tribe or in indigenous people, whether they're found in Latin America, here in North America from the First Nations, whether it's in Africa, India, doesn't really matter. There are 7 levels, and the 7th level, the highest level, is he or she who is able to connect with the spirit realm, to help others with sickness, disease, pain, and that's what I do. I skip right to level 7. I'm born with it, and I do my very best. And in many cases, I'm very successful in helping people with sickness, disease, and pain. I don't like the term medium, and a lot of people confuse the term medium with psychic or clairvoyant. Psychic's another term that I do not appreciate at all. Just to me, it has somewhat of a negative connotation. That being said, I do get visions. I do get visions. I can see only what I'm shown from above and what's meant to be passed on to people. Okay, so in that sense, I'm a clairvoyant. I get visions and I get images of things to come, or possibilities, potential outcomes, and therefore I find ways to avoid those outcomes if they're negative, and to help people achieve them if they're positive, to point them in the right direction. And medium, which is generally someone who speaks to those who have passed on. I don't like the term dead. Only the body dies. The soul obviously does not. It continues. We go back home to the spirit realm from where we came. Okay, so a medium is generally someone who can speak to those who have passed on, who have crossed over to the spirit realm, and I can do that. So technically, yes, I'm also a medium and a clairvoyant. And many people confuse the two. A lot of people in the spiritual field, spiritual industry, have absolutely no idea what they're doing. Okay, will confuse the term medium and psychic, or medium and clairvoyant. They kind of mishmash it all into one. It's not the same thing. One can have both gifts, or one can have one or the other, and not necessarily both. Okay, so I am all that. I'm also a haunted home specialist. Unlike what you see on TV with ghost hunters and movies like Ghostbusters and this type of stuff. Generally, okay, in the movie Ghostbusters, they're able to do something about the hauntings, whereas most of these reality shows on TV, like Ghost Hunters, they go in with fancy machines, cameras, and technology, and that's it. They can't do anything about it, so the entities stay there. And it's always a negative entity that is in the home, by the way. I'll touch upon that in another video. It's generally never something good that's just hanging around consistently in the home. So it's always something bad, and it's usually a demon. Okay, and that's for another conversation. So I go to the homes with no equipment, just my hands, and I go there and I get rid of what is there, and I give people their peace back. I give people their homes back. Or in the cases of businesses being haunted, I give them their business back. People get their space, their peace and tranquility back. So this is what I do. It's all part of that gift. As Father Andre, as we call him here in Quebec, Frère Andre from St. Joseph's Oratory, I used to say, I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel for above, and I do the best that I can. And I say the same thing. I am a vessel. That is what I am. That is who I am. So instead of just calling myself an exorcist and a medium and a shaman and a clairvoyant and a haunted house expert, Heaven's messenger. And I do the best that I can with the gift that I have. And for those of you who might be looking at the shirt, it's God's most powerful name. He's known by many, 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 many names, and this is his most powerful name. And we don't pronounce it. The Torah, the Old Testament, forbids us to pronounce it. We're allowed to read it. When we read it in the Torah and the Old Testament, it is there, but we change the name to Adonai. The only time I will pronounce this name, and for many who have seen some of the exorcism videos that I posted, the only time that I will pronounce this name is when I'm doing an exorcism. I've been given permission by above to use it in my work when I'm fighting evil, because the name is so powerful. Just the name itself sparks fear in demons. And very often I mention the name and the person who's possessed will start shaking. Of course, when I put my hand on their head and pronounce the name, the shaking generally increases quite a bit more. So that's it. Feel free to comment, and if you have any questions about what I do, please mark them down. Put some comments. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And for more information about me, please visit my website. Each of the services that I provide is described there. And like I said, for pretty cheap, you can get my book, which is a 101 on spirituality and a 101 on who Jared is and what I do. So please, you can feel free to order a copy of the book as well. And if you do so from Amazon, please leave a review. Very much appreciated. So God bless all of you. And I hope for those of you who weren't really sure what I did and who I am, this gives you a better idea. I know I didn't take any courses. You cannot take a course for what I do. You just can't. This isn't Reiki. This isn't tarot. This isn't the fake shamanism where you can take a course or a weekend seminar or go for a month and get a certificate. There are no certificates on my wall. No one who's ever been to my office has seen a certificate on my wall from anything. You cannot take a course for what I do. You have it or you don't, meaning you were chosen by God or you were not. Okay? And there you have it. So God bless, and please feel free to like, comment, and share the video. Jared out.